Hey Mike, Paul from San Antonio, Texas here. It's been a while since I last left a voicemail for the Mike Tech Show, mostly because I've had less and less time to devote to keeping up with the podcast. By the time I get around to wanting to call in, I realize that I simply forgot that important response or tip I wanted to call about. However, there's one particular tip that has been on my mind for some time now, and I believe so much that it's worth covering that I decided to send you a video about it instead. A few episodes ago, you mentioned an issue that one of your clients had regarding a compatibility problem between Windows 10 and their version of QuickBooks software. You said that the client was a CPA firm, and so of course it was vital that this issue be overcome because QuickBooks is an essential tool in their business. Being a professional bookkeeper and tax preparer myself, among other things, I totally understand this particular problem. Even tax preparers must oftentimes perform a year's worth of bookkeeping services in a rather short period of time in order to prepare a tax return for a small business or independent contractor. In such a time crunch, it can often be much quicker to simply create a few spreadsheets and tally up all the appropriate figures. However, there are also times when creating a new QuickBooks company file for the customer makes more sense, especially if you're an Intuit Pro Advisor partner who can sell them a copy of QuickBooks Desktop at a discount and sell them the company file you just created as well. This allows them to continue using that company file throughout the next year, making tax time much easier the next time around. In fact, a CPA firm such as your client can also sell them on bookkeeping services, thus becoming a retainer client of theirs and receiving an additional revenue stream for the remainder of the year, rather than just a couple $100 at tax time once a year. This is a no-brainer for any CPA or tax preparation company, but it takes a commitment to become an Intuit Pro Advisor and market that additional service. This, however, is where my tip comes into play. As this firm's contracted IT consultant, you can help to accomplish these same benefits for yourself. If the CPA firm is not already participating in the Intuit Pro Advisor program, you may want to ask them if they've heard of it, or why they chose not to participate in it. As a CPA firm, they will probably cite the cost of a Pro Advisor subscription, but they probably don't know that there is a free option available to them. And the annual cost of Pro Advisor Deluxe is the same as the retail price of QuickBooks Accountant Desktop Plus, $349, as you can see here on the website that I have on the screen. Most CPA firms and bookkeepers upgrade their QuickBooks Desktop software every other year to avoid paying that price every year. At least this way, you get the added benefits of the Pro Advisor program at that same cost every year. Pro Advisor Premium is $549 a year and includes QuickBooks Enterprise Plus, QuickBooks for Mac, and QuickBooks Point of Sale Multi-Store. Very advantageous if they have retail customers or startups looking for point of sale software hardware bundles. For your client, the benefits are endless. Besides the ability to offer their clients huge discounts on various QuickBooks and Intuit software and services, as you can see here, there are great discounts to be had on all kinds of QuickBooks online and offline licenses. But besides those wonderful discounts that you can provide, they also get included in a searchable online database of Pro Advisors to help bring them additional customers. They can also obtain Pro Advisor certifications and even provide QuickBooks training and certifications themselves. Some training is provided to them at no additional cost, including CPE training, which would help them meet their state's requirements for annual CPE training. Best of all, they get access to the most recent versions of their own QuickBooks software, so they'll always be running the latest and greatest and won't ever have to worry about compatibility issues ever again, which then equates to a benefit for you because you won't ever again have to deal with that issue for them. Now, with that said, here's the real point of my tip. Along with all these benefits, your client also gets a QuickBooks Online Accountant account. They can create or migrate one company file for free, and that can be used to manage their own firm or provide it to their biggest customer at no cost to them. If they choose to charge their client for the service, it is 100% profit for the firm. The real advantage, though, is that they can now create and sell multiple QuickBooks Online accounts in any edition to their clients and migrate them to the cloud as well. The one exception would be any client that requires advanced inventory management or seamless point-of-sale integration at their physical location. Those are features that are specific to the desktop versions of QuickBooks. For most other businesses and contractors, however, QuickBooks Online really fits the bill. QuickBooks Online is already super cheap, about $40 a month, but as a Pro Advisor, you can provide it to your customers at a discount, and that amount varies from time to time. You can then add additional features at a discount as well, such as payroll processing and merchant services, or credit card processing as it's known. This, of course, is the best solution to compatibility issues because the desktop software is no longer needed. Your company file is stored completely in the cloud and the software is completely maintained by Intuit. All you need is a modern web browser to access it, and you can even access your company file via the QuickBooks Online mobile app. An Intuit Payroll mobile app is also available. I personally use QuickBooks Online Accountant as a Pro Advisor and pay $54.11 a month for the service. It is perfect for my business needs and it does the job for my clients as well. You can choose to pay the bill for the account collectively, then bill your clients your own markup price, or have them receive and pay for the bill themselves. So the important takeaway here, not just for folks in the financial industry, is to try and help your small business clients by doing a little research for them. More and more software developers are offering online cloud-based solutions as alternatives to their desktop software. They are often less expensive to utilize because there is little to no cost related to software packaging, delivery, and warehousing. Most will offer free trials as well, so you can test run the platform to see if it suits your needs. The best ones also offer a way to receive feedback from their customers, using that information to improve the service. That means that someone else in the industry may identify something you haven't even thought about, but you too can benefit from the solution to their problem. For CPAs and accountants, QuickBooks Online is a logical solution that will meet the needs of both their firms and a large majority of their clients. There's also a free alternative called Wave Accounting, which you can find here at waveapps.com. And they are based out of Canada. And it is completely free. They only charge for payroll and merchant services if needed. For tax preparers, Intuit also offers their tax online service, which is a very attractive alternative to very expensive enterprise tax preparation software packages. As an alternative to that, there's also Zip Refund, which is provided at no direct cost to the tax preparer. Minimum preparation fee is $100 per return, and the individual preparer receives a percentage every week. For registered EFIN holders or e-filers, such as myself, their cut is 75% per return, which is still a bargain compared to the cost of enterprise software, services, and training incurred every tax season. I recently worked for an embroidery and screen printing company, and they used an online service called Printavo, which was developed by another gentleman in the same industry. Printavo was designed to manage job quotes, track work orders, invoice customers, print work orders, packing lists and invoices, enter payments, and provide customers with an online customer page where they could review the status and history of all their orders. And there's even online solutions available to help these kinds of businesses receive online orders, such as this one called Inksoft, and even let the customer design their own artwork like Vistaprint and Cafe Press do. There are similar solutions for the real estate industry, landscaping and yard work businesses, travel agents, insurance agents, and more. There are also non-industry specific platforms that all small businesses may be able to take advantage of, and a multitude of online social and productivity tools that we as tech geeks already know about. A quick search on Google will give you plenty of articles that list many of these tools. Just as you are quick to recommend those solutions to your clients, you may also benefit from recommending they try some of these vertical solutions as well. If it ends up making their business a little more profitable or productive, it will go a long way in proving your overall value to them, as they will be forever grateful to you for having their backs. And now, before I go, an additional tip that you yourself have provided on your show before, several times in fact, but for a much different reason. I wanted to add that portable apps can also go a long way in avoiding system compatibility issues with software and OSs as well. Now, vertical applications are one thing, but many of the day-to-day tools that everyone uses are either provided in portable formats or have very viable portable alternatives. For example, did you know that there is a portable version of Skype available? If you use Mozilla Thunderbird as your email client, there's a portable version of that too. And most people are aware of LibreOffice and OpenOffice. There are portable versions of those as well. You can also get portable versions of many web browsers, media editors, productivity software, security tools, utilities, backup and imaging software, and much, much more. Heck, you can even install a portable version of XAMPP, VirtualBox, and other programming platforms. The options are nearly endless. Best of all, portable apps don't have to be installed on a thumb drive. You can run them from any directory on the computer itself. Some offer both 32 and 64-bit versions of the software, but I usually stick with using the 32-bit versions just for overall compatibility, but I do install both just in case. With the portableapps.com launcher, as you now see on my screen, the majority of the portable apps you download from their website will always be up to date because you are prompted to update apps when the launcher is opened and updates are available. You can add other portable apps to the same directory and have the launcher add them to the Access menu, but those apps will not be included in the update reminder features, so keep that in mind. However, compatibility is not an issue as much, and neither is system performance, as none of these apps launch at Windows Startup, except for the launcher itself if you set it up that way. Best of all, if you need to work away from the office, simply copy the app directory to the thumb drive and take the platform with you. Uninstalling an app is as simple as deleting its program folder, and if you need to manually update an app, simply overwrite the folder with a new copy. Portable apps also help keep your system registry and other areas of your hard drive clean, as most of them don't write to the system registry at all or store DLL and other files in other directories, while others may write temporary data that is only needed for the most current use session. Most portable apps simply rely on files in their own program folder instead, which is exactly what makes them portable in the first place. Now, for a bloated heavyweight application like QuickBooks, a portable version just isn't available. However, for someone needing a lighter solution to their financial needs, such as GNU Cash, well, there is a portable version of that available, as you see here under my Office category. You also recently had someone mention that they knew someone who downgraded from Windows 10, I believe, to Windows 7, simply because they wanted to use the Solitaire application. There are several portable versions of Solitaire games that are even better than the one included with previous versions of Windows, so I would recommend that option instead of downgrading, which is always the less preferred solution due to the additional security and performance advantages when running the latest and greatest operating system. As you can see here under my games category, I have two versions of Solitaire in portable formats. One is called Big Solitaires 3D and the other is Quick Solitaire. Both of them provide multiple versions of the game and have great features and easy to use interfaces. Now, with all that said, the biggest drawback to these cloud and portable alternative software solutions is that some people may not be willing to switch to an alternative solution simply because it's available in the cloud or portable format. There may need to be a transition period where they can try both solutions side by side for a period of time before deciding either way. For small businesses and entrepreneurs with tight budgets though, they may just find that there is no better option that also helps to trim their overhead costs.